In Bell by Kim Gravel, we'll have the full presentation at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. You know, when it comes to filling up the toys, when it comes to getting a little bit of air in your tires, have you ever noticed that? You never run out of air in your tire on your car when you're at the gas station. Or when you're driving by a gas station. You know, I'm driving by a gas station. Let me just check that air pressure. Said nobody ever. This is where you want to be. This is from Sunjoe, and this is a 24-volt cordless air compressor with a battery and storage bag. Now, it's for your car tires, basketballs, soccer balls, bike tires, even to RVs. It can handle it all. Now, you're getting the air compressor, you're getting the needles that you need to, but our price today is a sale price. It was a QVC price of $85. We have it today for less than $70. 3 easy payments of $23.32 is available for you. Sean Pickford's here. I am not going to challenge him to some one-on-one, although it does look like it because I'm holding the basketball. He is one of our DIY specialists. You know what? We would both lose.
Well, that ball
it's good to
doesn't
see you
bounce
this
very
morning.
good.
No, it doesn't. We wouldn't get very far. So, I mean, this is such a great find to get in the house because this isn't just spring. This isn't just summer. This is year-round.
Well, a lot of you got in the cars this morning, and what'd you see? You saw that blinking yellow light saying low tire pressure.
Or that one tire that's a different PSI than the rest.
Exactly. So this is a great way to have it this time of year for that. But all the coaches out there with all the sports things going on with the kiddos, how many soccer balls are you blowing up by hand? Footballs, basketballs, volleyballs, all that stuff. Are you getting the right amount of pressure in them? Are you intimidated that maybe you're going to overinflate them and all of a sudden pop? Things aren't going to go the way they should. You never have to worry about it with our Air Joe here because this guy has a built-in gauge. When you turn it on, tells you how much air is in whatever you're trying to fill up. But you also set the pressure where you want to go.
Yeah.
So you never overinflate anything.
And
that's the great thing about it. And when it gets to that pressure, it automatically turns itself off. So there's no intimidation, no waiting in line, no putting quarters in a machine, and no saying, uh-oh, the car's faced forward in the garage. I can't get any kind of, air big compressor into it. You take this to the job.
This is excellent. And the PSI recommendation for your car is usually on the inside door panel.
Yes.
So you can just set it on your Air Joe. I like how you called it that.
Right.
And you can never have that worry about, am I putting too much in the car?
That's exactly it.
And you're actually doing a good thing, not just for your car, but for your pocketbook too, because, when you don't have the right PSI on your tires, you spend more on gas in the long run. But the battery, rechargeable, look, Ma, no cables.
Yeah, that's the great thing. I take this, whether it's out into the yard, the garage, wherever. We have 4 cars in our family. We have 4 of these, 1 in each car. So my daughter's at the University of Pittsburgh. Last thing I want is her driving all the way out there and something happening on the turnpike because you have to use the Turnpike Commission people to come out and help you. You can't use any other service that might be nearby.
Really?
So you could be waiting for an extended period of time. With this, you get out, you clip it on. There's the standard air chuck. It's a 15-inch long hose here, so it's got a built-in light, and it's also got a pressure gauge built in there. So you know how much air is in that device, the tire, whatever it might be, before you even start. It's as easy as taking one of the sports needles that you get, putting it on the soccer ball like this. I've already dialed it up because this recommends you put about 11 pounds of air.
Okay.
So watch, I'm going to inflate it. We're just going to let it go. And you can see the numbers? Once it gets to 5 PSI, this guy will start registering. So let's see what I got it set on here. 9 PSI. So that's where we're at. Once we get to 9 PSI, it fully inflates it. It will shut itself off, 6, 6.5. So that's the great thing. I don't have to worry about, uh-oh, wait a second, stand back. No, it automatically turns itself off, and it's the right amount of pressure in there every single time.
Not like this guy.
No. That one needs a little help.
This one, it got left in the street overnight, I think.
Right.
Now, we're getting all the needles that we need. So we're getting the air compressor itself. We're getting the rechargeable battery. We're getting a charger, of course. We're getting a tapered adapter. What's a tapered adapter?
So that's this one here. This one's for blowing up pool floats, things of that nature, where you have to push it in. That little tab has to be pushed out of the way. It's also great for balloons. So if you have someone that's coming up on a 50th birthday party and you're in charge of the 50 balloons,
I love it.
This could be a lifesaver.
I love it. Okay, sports ball needle, we got that.
Right.
What's a Presta valve adapter?
So Presta valve adapter is this metal one here. A lot of the new mountain bikes have a metal valve stem that's really thin.
Got
they
it.
try and sell you a special pump. This screws on there, so now you can use this like a standard air chuck.
Yeah.
That's what this is, standard air chuck.
Got
so
it.
That's what the Presta valve is. A lot of your jog strollers also have this.
Oh,
so.
smart. You get a little bag, too, to keep
Yes.
to keep a hold of all the pieces so you know where they all are. I read this in this product's kind of blueprint sheet. 29 to 36 PSI in 2 minutes.
Correct.
And can be done, you can recharge from 29 to 36 PSI on your car tire 61 times before you have to recharge the battery.
Yeah, that's how strong the 24-volt lithium-ion battery is. Everything in this video is real time. Most of the commercials out there, they have to speed it up because there's not enough power with the thing that they're trying to sell you. Now, you can see there, and I'll show you the wheelbarrow in a second when we come back. I have 120 pounds of dirt in my wheelbarrow here. Normally, what you'd have to do is empty it out, load it up in the car, take it to the station, put the quarters in, fill it up, and go through the whole routine. Now, you take your Sunjo air compressor to the job, whether it's a yoga ball like you're seeing here, it stores in your car if you want, in your garage. That's the great thing. It's really portable. There's no big compressor. There's no intimidation factor. So you can see the wheelbarrow tire?
Yeah.
This guy's flat as a pancake for the most part.
That's kind of what ours looks like right now, to be honest.
Well,
it's a little flat.
A lot of things do. So I'm going to put the button on here. I'm going to dial up the pressure. Got it to 11 pounds. And I'm going to let it inflate. Watch the tire go up on its own. All right? Look, I'll even add a little weight to it. That's me. All right? It doesn't matter. It's still going to be able to inflate. Look, see, it's going up. I have over 300 pounds of weight sitting on this tire right now, but it doesn't matter because that's how strong the AirJoe is. And when it got to my 11 pounds, look, 11 pounds it says on the gauge. It automatically shut itself off. So I don't have to worry about over-inflating that tire.
There's so many people I can think of that need this.
Right.
Like people that just got their first car, people that maybe have an older, not so much reliable car. Maybe seniors that were worried about or have expressed concern for themselves driving at night. This is a great tool for them to have. I look at this as if you're a new homeowner, if you are somebody that has an RV, will it work on an RV tire?
Yeah, because you can go from 5 pounds to 120 PSI. What's 120? That's a dump truck tire. So yes, it will work on your RV. Dan Hughes has one of these in his RV.
Of course he does.
Because it will inflate those tires. And that's the great thing about it. It can go from something this small to something that large and everywhere in between because you set the pressure to what you need.
Let's be honest, he probably has it in his dressing room. I mean, because he hates to be unprepared. He loves to help. But think about it. It's not about, you know, oh, well, it only cost me a few quarters to get air at the gas station. Or some gas stations, it's free. Your tire doesn't only get flat at the gas station. And if you have a commuting college student, that's quite a long commute that your student has.
Yeah,
this is a must-have.
Peace of mind.
Yeah.
So that you know it's there, that anybody can operate it, and it's not intimidating. And again, when that gauge gets to the specified amount that you put in there, it'll automatically shut itself off, so you never have to worry about overinflating. That's the most intimidating thing when it comes to putting air in something is I put too much air and it might pop. Don't have to worry about it here.
Already 1,000 have been sold. This is V56357. Continue to place your order. Sean Pickford, so good to see you this week.
Great to see you.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you, thank you. You don't have to borrow that wheelbarrow.